Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tosa Samurai. So, I did as I said I would, and I'm invading this province right here. So, basically, I have landed the army. I did that in this turn, so I have to end the turn right here, in order to actually go ahead and attack it. And yes, I actually did the sensible thing, and waited until spring to arrive before I landed my army. If I hadn't done that, well, I would have taken some casualties. And that would not have been good. Not at all. So, let's see. Are they going to attack me? Which they might. Have quite a hefty army. Or will they allow me to besiege them? We'll see. Also, is anything else happening? Anything important to me? Not at all. To both questions, actually. Not at all. These are not attacking me, and nothing really important happened. So, go ahead and besiege. And I think we'll actually go on and properly, well, actually besiege them. So, what I mean by that is, of course, I won't attack them, I'll draw them out. And, simultaneously, I'll bombard them with my awesome navy. So, we have a lot of money, so what I want to do with that is basically just to build up my defenses. I got Gatling gun towers, by the way. I don't have this yet, militarized society, but I will get that pretty soon. But, as I said, we have saved up some money. Probably I should build up my navy a little bit, because I have seen that there are several enemy vessels raiding my trade routes, but I'm not too concerned. You can see on the income right there. So, well, that'll have to be dealt with, but for the time being, let's go and build up our own defenses. And actually repair some of that damage. I didn't actually realize that. And that was it. That was almost all the money I had. So, let's end the turn and see what these guys do. They'll probably attack me. And if they don't, well, then they are 3 turns away from just losing the siege right out. Which is great. Really great. Also, by doing this, I will see how, let's see, where's the effect? I can actually go in here. Yeah, how this is handled, the minus 35% to resistant to invaders. So, if that takes effect while it is there, or if it takes effect just because this man invaded that, and it actually stays that way. Because I don't know, and I want to find out because, well, I'll probably go for this anyway, but this will grant me even further 35% to resistance to invaders. But yeah, we still have a lot of money, but we really don't need to use it right now. Oh, almost forgot. There we go. We're doing a lot of damage, so it's really important to keep up the bombardments. And 3 turns to surrender. And we don't have to worry about winter coming around and ruining a siege, because it's just turned spring. So I hear, a sea trade route raided. I think it's the same, yeah, pretty much the same dudes, just doing it over and over again. And it's getting a bit tiring. Oh well, these guys are happy. Forcefully happy. But anyway, they are not rebelling. And that's kind of the main point. Other than that, once again I have a lot of money. So let's build up the defense structures where they haven't been built. Yeah, the reason why I do this is not only because of of the defense structures again, but it's also because that the castle citadels or forts actually give me repression in the province, so that will allow me eventually to actually increase the tax level and tax them further, which I can do some places, well, most places actually, but there are a few who would become slightly unhappy because of that. Of course, I'm spending money to do that, but I guess you have to spend money to make money. And also I like to have this. It's a good guarantee that these guys don't randomly, well, not randomly, but that they are close to rebelling all the time. Because if you get one of those random encounters, if you want to call them that suddenly gives you minus to happiness, you don't have to struggle with that across all provinces. I have noticed that in my Napoleon Total War playthrough right now, that several of my provinces are actually on neutral, so they might as well, they are one tick away from trying to rebel against me. Well, first going on strike and eventually ending in an open rebellion, which is not good. Especially when I'm focusing on other places. But that is another playthrough. We should focus on this one. And these guys should focus on not losing so bad. They might also have an army coming in to relieve those forces. But now they have one turn to actually do that. Oh wow, this was at 5,000 earlier. Jeez. This has been deadly. The bombardments. I just don't want to stall because that is so taxing on the man. These will be absolutely devastated. Well, not absolutely, but they will lose a lot of men, which will take a lot of time to I guess, replenish, and that will hinder me to just move on to other regions. So that's why I'm drawing the siege out completely. Speaking of, this should be done next turn. Either me getting attacked, well, it actually will end in me getting attacked, it pretty much always does. Yeah, there we go. So, fight the battle on the battlefield. And we'll see if we get a repeat of the, I guess not the previous part, but the previous session, where we utterly annihilated an army, pretty much only using artillery. Actually, not only pretty much, we only, well, okay, that's not true. Well, it was mostly artillery, but some of my line infantry did some damage, but it was indeed mostly artillery, just wiping them out. Also, once again, we have naval bombardments at our disposal. Disposal? Is that the right word? I guess it is. Actually, not sure right now. Anyway, that's what you get when you're not a native. You're not a native English speaker. I don't know if that is even the right way to say that. Your native language is English, I guess. Okay, we actually have some stacking over on this flank right here. Let's fix that. So, now for the artillery. There we go. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Also, they are attacking, so I don't have to worry about deploying in range, because these guys are just gonna come towards me anyway, so I don't have to worry too much about it. All I really have to worry about is are the cannons not being interrupted by trees too much, and I think I have achieved that. Not completely certain, but I think so. There we go. We should be ready to meet them with cavalry on the flanks defending everything.
Defense, sir.
So there we go. Artillery away. And a lot of damage has been done, and several regiments are actually close to breaking. Huh. Well, I'm not complaining. That's really good for me. But go ahead and just fire it well. We don't really need focused fire. We actually don't want focused fire. We want like every unit to get as damaged as possible. Also, the bombardment is actually already ready. So let's see how big the radius is. It should be a decent size. Well, also you should note that we got 4 strikes to our disposal. Oh, this is definitely wide enough. Let's see, do something like that, so it hopefully will get right in the middle of the lines. Yeah, if the light will still exist in how many seconds? Yeah, they will, but they are dangerously close to breaking. And this barrage will surely kill a lot of men. This is still regular artillery. Let's see, naval artillery. There we go, it's incoming. And here we go. Yeah, we get a lot of misses, but a lot of bullseyes as well. Also, our artillery is actually starting to damage my own men, so I will actually make them target the enemy artillery, if you can really call it proper artillery. Well, they have killed some of my men, so I guess I'll give them that.
Sir, your general is under attack.
Oh yeah, they have fire at will on, so they actually won't listen to me.
Victory is close, sir.
Oh, is already ready to be used again? Well, you don't have to ask me twice. Yeah, this is very much one-sided. Well, these guys are doing a decent job, but they're not gonna hold for long. Actually, I have killed 8 of my men. Congratulations! And let's see, the bombardment is coming in pretty soon. And there it is. But there aren't as many enemy units to actually hit right now. So it's pretty much harmless. Mostly harmless. Well, mostly. And we can almost use them again immediately. So, a few units do remain, including sharpshooters, but are they actually shooting? I don't think they are, because they shouldn't be in line of sight of these guys. Hard to tell, really, but they're not firing. But they are getting hit. That's weird. Yeah, I guess they were in line of sight and in range. Actually, were they? Yeah, they actually were. And I guess they had to be in line of sight as well. There we go, just for the sake of it. Naval bombard them. As well as have all of my cannons target them at once. There we go, that should annihilate a crew. Yeah, they immediately shattered. So that was that. That was quick and one-sided. Well, they got all the way over here before they had to turn around and run away. I'll give them that. End the battle, because once again, this is the final turn we are besieging this, so the upcoming turn, we will automatically capture this. There we go, we also captured the wooden cannon, but who cares? So, they want to make them, they want to also make them a vassal. I actually don't think so. I think we want to just peacefully occupy it. Oh, here you have an actual army. Oh wow, are you properly besieging me? Well, good luck with that. Let's see. Clan joins the Imperial cause. Miyasu? Yeah, I know about this, but I'll just check out the where that clan is. Let's see. Did it just immediately get killed? Almost looks like it. Yeah, Miyasu. So, I swear I didn't see it. Nope, it's not here. It's definitely not on this faction list, so something must happen to it. Oh well. So, as I said, we are getting besieged by several armies, actually. So, how's the... well, it's decent. What level is this? Is this the second level? Yeah, it's the second level. Well, I guess we're fine with that. We are getting a lot of naval support. Also, what I said I was aware of is that the Shin Senegumi has spread unhappiness through the town, but as you can see, let's see, should be this. It didn't do too much, and also the resistance to invaders, it pretty much non-existent actually, which is really good. But we also landed straight into a samurai uprising. So if we want to do this, you can see the balance is not really in our favor, to put it lightly. But let's not attack and just start bombarding them. And when they eventually assault, we should be able to defend this fortress. And if we're not able to defend the fortress with my army alone, my naval bombardment should be devastating. And remember, I have 4 of them, so I'm worried, but I'm not too worried. So yeah, we still have a lot of money. Only problem I see, only major problem I see, is that if he dies, then he becomes daimyo. And he hasn't fought a single battle. That's not good. Oh well, we'll hope this guy survives. And if it doesn't, well, the world will keep turning. And yeah, my faction is definitely not done. So I could spend my income on something, some troops or something, but just for now I'll continue on and see what they do. Hopefully attack me. There we go. I was going to say, if they're trying to trying to just purely starve me out, that will actually be worse for me than if they do like they do now and just straight up assault me. So, fight a battle on the battlefield. The main problem I see with this is all the artillery I have. That might be a problem. Also, they might be rushing my walls. That might also be slightly problematic, to put it kindly.